windows.
Oh.
But we gotta let people have time to come in, so it don't matter.
Open. I don't have.
It don't matter.
You closed one. Some.
It don't matter.
Oh, that other browser. Okay.
Yeah, it don't matter. You tell it's gonna be one of those days. What's his name? The Weekend. Just one of those. Whatever that song. You remember that song? You don't know.
No, I don't. I know most of his songs.
What song you know from The Weekend?
It's a few. I can't think of them, but I don't know that one.
Oh, okay. One of those nights, something like that. It's just gonna be one of those something. So what's the topic today? What are we doing? You said you saw The View. What did they talk about?
The View. I don't have a photo of it though.
But what is it?
They talked about that whole shooting.
Oh,
in the school,
the Michigan.
Yeah, and they here their little intro.
Okay,
and I just talk off of that.
Oh, from what
after Whoopi.
After what Whoopi said. Okay. All right, let's see. Whoopi always sound like she high though. I told you that. Every time I listen to Whoopi sound like she get high before the show because her speech is always slurred. But is that just the way she talks?
She's dyslexic. She's have trouble reading.
Oh, well, no, but her voice is slurred
because she's reading the way she's probably.
Okay,
we don't know. I don't know. It could be that too.
And just for the sake, you were eating
caramel corn,
and you're gonna get choked up.
It's
so
a fake.
I'm just telling everybody right now.
It's a fake. If y'all not from the Chicago area, Garrett's popcorn is really known here, and
this is another knockoff.
This is a knockoff, but it's just as good.
Well, show them what it is. Hold it up to the camera.
Oh, it's not in this area.
What is it?
It's just a pop thing. It's nothing major.
Oh, okay.
From one of your local grocery stores. So you see caramel corn and cheese popcorn.
Okay.
I just said, let me try it. It's just as good as Garrett's popcorn.
All right, okay.
I'm surprised.
Okay. All right, so here we go. You want me to play her?
Yeah, play what she said.
All right, here we go.
Shooting at Michigan State, and
I'll jump back in.
Okay.
I just want to be clear. I support background checks, red flag laws that are properly funded. President Biden's order just put more money into enforcing them. You can have it on the books, but if it can't be enforced, it's useless, as well as wait periods. I think legal gun ownership is fundamental in this country, but I also want to highlight we have 400 million guns in the United States, 300 million people. I don't know a sane, serious Republican, not the people who wear these, things on their lapel pin, that think that we shouldn't get illegal guns off the streets.
I
fundamentally support that.
Let me give you a statistic. What about assault rifles? I just want to ask
you have to have depending on how you're defining it, because some people kind of use that as a broad sweep.
Let's define it as the weapon of mass destruction.
Yeah. Well, an AR-15, I don't personally see any reason that someone would need to own. I know there's a lot of sportsmen and collectors who do choose to have that.
There may be sports. You can't shoot anything with an AR.
Okay, so basically they was discussing, they wasn't discussing the shooting. It sounded like they discussing gun law.
It says here, attack marked 67th U.S. mass shooting as part 2, talking about it, the Michigan State. But it was a video showing some Republicans putting on this pen.
Okay,
that kind of promotes the gun law. Our freedom to carry weapons and even promoting that type of, those guns that you are free to carry. So you would think, this is not a time to promote any of that. We understand the gun laws, and some people are strong about that amendment. You can bear arms, but don't put those pins on and someone just got, they just had a shooting.
Right.
Kind of be sensitive to what's going on.
Yeah.
We get it, and both
sides are going to use it as a time. Nobody's thinking about the people who are gone. Everybody's going to use it as a political move right now.
But one of the things that I'm really tired of, Sonny saying about the number of people with mental illness and have mental issues, that a lot of the shootings and a lot of the murderers and stuff is not caused by that. And I think Alyssa was kind of saying, then what's wrong? What are you saying? What's wrong with the person that goes and starts shooting in a school? There's no mental problem there.
Or the 6-year-old.
Right. So you can't do a cut and dry. Don't blame it on mental illness, because all mental it's not a blanket statement. And I wish Sonny quit treating it like a blanket statement for mental illness.
But
most of your shootings, there's some breakdown in that person's mental stability to do the shooting and where they go to do it, and even to take their life. So if she's constantly saying that, you really are kind of what is your other reason given for those people doing those shootings.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't wake
I don't
up and
think
go,
it's
I'm gonna take out some people. It could be a racial motive. You're right.
Yeah, I don't think there's really any answer.
It's
I think
not.
it's more people have more. They're able to get to things faster.
Yeah.
Technology is better. We have social media. People see things more.
And then
to me, I don't think. Only thing you could do is like small little things.
Just to get a step to take a step moving forward. But when she made a comment about it's the Republicans' fault.
What?
And Whoopi was like, it's not
anybody's fault. She's ridiculous.
And Anna had to say something. Anna
She's
was like,
ridiculous.
The person going in to shoot, they wasn't asking what your political party was or what you Democratic or Republican. So she has to be really careful on how she says things.
Yeah, she is.
Because you don't do a brush across
Sonny is too
Republicans'
far.
fault.
Sonny is too far on the other side.
She is to me.
Yeah.
And even to be a lawyer and a prosecutor, it makes me wonder what's in her head. She don't think fairly about
she used to
and
be.
Everything is black.
Yeah.
Everything is a black. She throws the black card out every time.
Yeah.
Whoopi doesn't.
Yeah.
Whoopi doesn't. That's the difference between Whoopi and Sonny. Whoopi does it when she has to.
Right.
When it makes
But
sense.
when you keep playing it all the time, people gonna be sick of it.
They tired of you.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Okay,
so that
was just it. I was just wanting to make another comment too about the whole gun law thing, because regardless of how the Republicans and the Democrats feel about it, there's no set answer to this. It's hard to put something in place that's going to keep people from what this man did. You know,
as long as they don't, I don't care. As long as they don't try to ban guns or anything.
Well, you know,
I'm
they're
fine.
still trying to ban that one gun.
I'm
or
okay.
like you saying, make it a special.
Just make it a special license, even though criminals are going to get it.
Licensing, I know.
Or if somebody gets your gun, then you responsible for it. Mm-hmm. Just like if somebody takes your car or something, you're gonna be responsible.
Wow.
If you leave the keys in it or something.
Leave it running.
So
yeah.
All right.
Okay, that was it. Just what they brought up again, that shooting, and we're praying for the families. There were 3. We know you mentioned one.
Well, I said Delicious, the girl that was in Flavor of Love, her niece.
And it's sad for any of these types of shootings that anybody has to pass away because of this. So
yeah.
Prayers out to the families.
Okay, so you know I can't go away.
Right? So she does speak a lot.
I've called her Buckethead and everything else. So y'all know I'm not
What is she saying now?
A real fan of Monique, even though I think she's good or whatever. I'm kind of doing what Sherri Shepherd did. So I'm going to tell you what happened. She kind of gave her a backhanded compliment. Ooh. Monique sounds off about Sherri Shepherd and Kim Whitley's backhanded compliments over a stellar film performance at being blackballed from Hollywood. So basically, Sherri Shepherd and Kim Whitley have a podcast.
Oh, that's right. They do.
They have a podcast.
I've caught it a few times.
And Monique shared a lengthy message suggesting that she felt slighted by Sherri Shepherd. See, I knew you were going to be getting that popcorn out your teeth the whole show.
No, not really.
Slighted by Sherri Shepherd and Kim Whitley when they spoke about her performance in the suspense film The Reading, years after being blackballed from Hollywood. Mm-hmm. Radar Online has learned Hicks portrays Emma, who copes with the trauma of deadly home invasion by writing a book. As she grapples with the grief and stress, things turn away when a young psychic and her team perform a reading in her home, and a new terror is unleashed. So she plays a killer, a serial killer, and she's crazy. Okay. So not far stretched probably from Monique. This
is Monique's play.
Yeah. She's a great actress, said Sherri. Noting people often underestimate stars who transition from stand-up to big screen. A lot of people don't realize that most of the people who are funny, like myself, I consider myself a comedian, we're very good in dramatic parts because comedy is the flip side of drama. Okay. And a lot of comedians are funny because they trying to overcompensate for maybe negative things or whatever that's going on in their life.
Okay.
And we're not the nicest people. behind outside of this.
Outside of that.
Yeah.
Okay. You think they are because
most people think I am. Like they think when I get off of here, I'm like jolly.
Let's hang out with Kim.
Yeah, no, I don't want to hang out with you. I'm like
Kim is the one that calls you a moron. Remember?
Yeah, I'm the one that wants to be, but I don't want to be with a lot of people. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? But if I go to a party, I'm the life of the party.
Yeah.
And then
but you got an audience.
But it drains you.
Yeah.
It drains you as a comedian. But anyway, so Sherri was saying that a lot of people underestimate comedians.
Okay.
So, but Monique is good. Personality wise, Sherri continues, Monique is always getting into trouble.
Yeah. Yeah. She's very vocal.
If it's not with another comic, D.L. Hughley, it's with the industry or somebody.
Somebody. She's complaining about something.
So that's why, what's her name? Monique came back and said, okay, thank you for the compliments. Because she did. She said she did a stellar performance. This movie you got to see her in and everything. But personality-wise, people don't like Monique. So Monique didn't like that Sherri gave her a backhanded compliment. It is a backhanded compliment. I agree with that. But because I'm not a fan of Monique and I like Monique's work, I'm not a fan of her. Because I'm not a fan of her, I don't mind the backhanded compliment.
Okay, because you being transparent.
Because that's something I would say. I would say what Sherri said. Monique did a great job. She was wonderful. She was great. Don't nobody like her. But as an actress, see, I would do that too. And that's wrong. It's wrong to give people a backhanded compliment.
And then too, why are you going to do a blanket statement like that?
Yeah. Yeah. Like Wendy said, Wendy says, hello, stars. Hey, Wendy. Peggy says, thank you, ladies. And Wendy says it was unnecessary for Sherri to say that. That's what he said.
And Sherri has a habit of doing that.
It's not good to give people.
With Megan.
It's not good to give people a backhanded compliment.
Right. Because here's the thing, too, and somebody can set Sherri Shepherd straight. We're not perfect. But Sherri, you got to always remember as a Christ-like.
Oh, is that what she does?
What would Jesus say?
Right.
And a lot of times I used to have What Would Jesus Do? WWJD. I looked sometime when I was wearing that bracelet, it was one time I remember I wanted to go at somebody. I looked at my bracelet convicted me because I thought, how would Jesus respond to this? He would not say it like that. He wouldn't say, he would just do the compliments.
Right.
Beautiful, whatever, because he sees beyond
you're supposed to look at
ugly.
But you're supposed to look at the bracelet. But some of us will be like, let me take this bracelet off.
Thank you.
Because I don't want to do what
my
Jesus
salvation
would
on
do.
the shelf.
Let me put it on the
and
shelf
just tell you off a minute.
Right.
But what is the purpose of that? How do you move
as far
as moving forward? How are you imparting into somebody's life? How are you speaking life instead of death?
You're not.
So if one person that should know that is Sherri Shepherd.
So Sherri Shepherd, she's supposed, in my opinion, because she's a professional and she is making way more money than I am, I would think she would be a little bit more professional than me. I'm tacky. And I also don't have, we got 3 people on here. There's nobody who watches us. But if I had millions of people watching me and I was at that level, I would not have done a backhanded compliment.
Yeah, you wouldn't want nobody to do that to you.
I would have just said, Monique did a great job. Did you see the movie with Monique? Monique did a great job. She was this. But I think what she's trying to do, think about it. That's Wendy Williams.
Yeah.
She's trying to feel that people say she's too nice. So I think she's trying to feel that Wendy Williams
I see what you're saying, because Wendy would say that.
But here's another thing,
and we expect Wendy to say it, but
that's it.
Wendy doesn't call herself a born again believer.
But
this chick always preaches.
But I don't think it has anything to do with a born again believer.
No, I'm saying her personally.
No, I'm saying me, because I'm a born again. But I feel like I would hope, if we were to get to that level where Sherri is and we have millions of followers, that I wouldn't do that. Okay. But I think I still would. Yeah. I think I would be like Wendy Williams. I'm very, I'm a backhanded person. Like I'll say, I think Tyrese is good looking, but he talks too much.
I think you're saying truth.
But you don't have to say it.
You don't have to say it, but you do speak the truth.
Yeah.
I guess is it truth that's is that truth that needs to be said.
It doesn't need to be said,
unless that's your platform.
Unless that's your, and I think I've come to the point to anybody who y'all watching us, if we do blow up, y'all watching us now, you guys would say that's Kim.
Yeah. Kim
was doing that when it was 3 people watching her. She's the same person with 1 million people watching her.
Kim's just being Kim.
She gives backhanded compliments. But Sherri Shepherd is supposed to be nice.
Right. But not in the arena that she's in.
Yeah.
If she's trying to be a Wendy Williams, I don't know, because here's another thing too. She did that on her own. Nobody was coaching her. She didn't have to make that comment still.
Well, here's the thing too. Going back to what I said about Monique, because I told you Monique has a buckethead to me. She irritates me when she still hasn't apologized to D.O.'s daughter. But anyway, why she have to say something?
Monique?
Yeah.
She's like Trump.
Exactly.
Trump. If
so
you say
both of them,
anything about her, come back at you.
What is wrong with her? Every time she thinks everybody's supposed to say things nice about her.
Yeah.
If everybody always came to somebody saying negative about them, they'd be on
now, you know what I probably would have done?
She should just let it go.
Here's what I would have done if it was about Monique and I did something backhanded like that. Like, yeah, I hear she did awesome in that play or movie or whatever it was. And she played her part. That's why she's a Academy Award level of winning. I'll give her props. But I say, you know what? People do she'll probably come back and say something about me saying this.
And she did.
I would put it out there right away.
Yeah.
Because it'll make either Monique will continue on doing her crazy and to reply, or she'll step back and go, oh, she think I'm going to say something.
And then guess what else she said?
I ain't going to even say nothing. I'm going to ignore her.
And guess what else she said? That the reason why I told you Monique irritates me. One, sweet baby love cakes. Everybody's a sweet lovey baby when she starts off everything. Honey bunny, love sugar dumpling. And then she'll go in on you. That's salting you up.
Let me tell you, baby cake.
Yeah, let
you know, honey.
And then the other thing she does is she told Sherri Shepherd in the letter she wrote, anytime that you would like me and my husband to come, we can come. Why he gotta come? Why does he have to come?
Because they glued together.
Oh my goodness!
You know that man ain't going nowhere. He would have to leave this face of this earth.
Why couldn't
she stuck to no?
Why couldn't she say anytime? You know what? We're all comedians. Why don't you, myself, Kim and we're all funny.
Yeah.
Let's sit down and have some coffee.
Yeah.
No, she want to drag his bald head there.
And how you gonna do a girls' night out if she's there too?
That's another reason why I don't like her. Anytime you want me and my husband to come, we can sit down.
Oh, you know what? Show. She was throwing shade because Sherri's not married.
Oh,
I know
with
Monique.
him.
I know Monique.
Oh.
Me and my husband
can come and sit down with
Sherri wants to be married again. She was married, had a messy marriage, and she's not married now.
Still think if it was a married man, woman, anything, she's bringing bald head man along with her.
Yeah, but I think don't y'all think that was a little shade she was throwing? Because why would she say me and my husband? She know darn well that she could just hang out with her. But she got to add that husband in there, who we always know cling to her
don't
like
really
this
throw
anyway.
shade like that. She says exactly what's on her mind.
I think she was trying to be funny when she said that.
See, the only reason why I don't agree is because I think if she meant it that way, she would have said it. She would have said, me and my husband, because Sherri, I know you're looking for somebody. He may be able to introduce you to a friend. Monique is now that's the one thing I do like about her. She's direct. She's not, don't get no shade with her.
She's just, because he always with her.
Exactly.
Glued to her arm.
Thank you.
He has to be invited as well to a girl's date night out.
Thank you.
Okay.
And I didn't know, somebody posted Monique and Kim are friends.
Whitley?
But they haven't been communicating lately. So during this whole time when Sherri was talking, Kim was putting her here. She wasn't really trying to get into the conversation.
Oh, on their podcast.
Oh,
because they're friends. Well, why didn't she say anything?
Well, that's,
I would have said something about my friend, even if my friend is hard to get along with.
I would have said,
Sherri, you shouldn't have said
I would have said, Sherri, yeah.
You know, Monique and I are dear heart friends. And you know,
and then,
I agree with you on what she did in the movie and whatever, but you didn't have to say nobody
or
like
she could have said,
because I like her.
Or she could have said, that's kind of taken away from what you just said about her being a good actress.
Kim is kind of wimpish anyway, though. Kim has no background.
She don't like to fight.
She's not confrontational.
She's very not confrontational.
And she's been known to, even when she had a reality show.
Yeah.
that knucklehead she was dealing with.
She'll leave her house before she kick everybody out.
Yes, yeah. And we kind of saw that in her reality show with raising that little boy she got brought home, adopted. Yeah. No, not adopted. Well, she adopted him because the mother said, I want you to be the mom.
She was on drugs.
Yeah, Kim has a real soft heart.
So I don't know. We'll see
but
where
I'm
this
thinking
goes.
Monique probably wouldn't have come at her as hard if Kim said something.
We'll see what happens. Sherri will probably apologize.
Did Monique say something about Kim?
She said both of y'all talking about me on the show.
Oh, okay.
But Kim didn't really say anything.
See?
Wendy says, what is the story of Sherri and the child she supposedly gave away? Was it her own or a surrogate? Yeah, she had eggs. Her eggs were fertilized with her ex-boyfriend or whatever he is. And then he sued her and said that he wanted the baby to come for
He wanted
fruition.
to have the baby, yes.
And he won, I guess. And they did have the baby.
She's paying child support.
And she's paying child support. So, on a child that she don't have nothing to do with.
Right.
She don't have nothing to do with that child.
That's her fault.
She had eggs.
That's your fault. If you make that decision and then
but that is a moral question.
So that money is pulling.
But that is a moral question for people who do decide to do that. What if you harvest your eggs and then the sperm and
you
it's
guys are not
fertilizated,
together anymore,
and then y'all not together anymore, and those eggs are just sitting there, ready to go.
He wants to take it and continue on having a child.
If you get rid of it, that's considered an abortion. And what if the one person don't believe in that?
And I think it's the law that the state that she's in.
See, that might have something to do with it.
What's her name? Who's paying her husband?
Yeah, you're right. It's the state.
It's the state.
Wendy says Sherri should ask God to tell her when to speak and when to be quiet.
Thank you.
Monique acts like a child, yet she always calls everybody else her babies. Ugh.
Thank you.
Y'all don't want me to get started on Monique
So it's
again.
like talking about Trump. You know, if you make a comment on the air in social media about Trump, it's coming back to you. So Sherri, you can't be surprised that Monique you didn't woke the bear up.
Right.
You poked the bear.
Poke the bear. All right, here we go. This lady right here, a woman accused of decapitating her lover, attacks the lawyer in court.
Was this the one they showed on TV?
Did they show this right here?
Yeah, they talked about this. Because I was like, what happened? We see her in her orange suit. All you saw was orange and blue.
All right, let's see. Hold on. She attacked her own attorney.
Yes, she did. And is he still going to represent her? You still going to represent her?
Isn't that crazy?
That's what her state of mind is. But he's defending her, right?
Married woman accused of decapitating lover after choking him on a drug-fueled sex attacks her lawyer when witness fails to show up. The witness didn't come, I guess.
Well, why she attacking him?
Nobody knows. He probably like, why you attacking me?
Yeah.
Married woman who decapitated her lover, choking, whatever, attacks her lawyer in court when witness fails to show up to testify on her mental state.
Oh, they
I don't think they need it. The judge can see right now.
There we go, honey. The way you took off. Oh, Lord.
I just thought that was funny.
What was the video show? Them doing
It's the same thing.
Okay.
According to TMZ, the 25-year-old is accused of murdering Chad, whatever, while the two were having, making love. The incident took place on February 23rd. And at the time, the woman was reportedly high on meth.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
She was high.
People don't realize that meth
takes you to a whole nother world.
She allegedly strangled him with a chain. Now, you see how she moved? She moved like a dude. He probably didn't have a chance.
And she could have wrapped that chain around her arms around his neck.
Then she sliced his head and genital areas with a knife and told police officers to have fun trying to find all of his pieces, which she scattered around the crime scene.
Boy, who want to be her cellmate?
Can you imagine having to be her cellmate? You would think she gonna do something to you at night. What about Dahmer's cellmate? I would be afraid he was gonna eat me.
Well, they beat him though.
No, but who is his cellmate?
I don't know. Unless he was by himself. So
according to the outlet, the 25-year-old has pleaded not guilty to first-degree intentional homicide. Look at this.
Mutilation.
Oh, it's the same thing.
Stop it.
He's still wrestling her down to the ground.
But think about it, all that she did, whether she was on meth or not.
Rachel, call.
See, she fight like a man.
Crazy. I feel bad for her. Mental issues going on.
Taylor, relax, Taylor.
Really, stop.
She probably trying to get his gun. See how this ended.
And they have done that.
See, they need other people to
What do
come.
you have?
Why would they just not stink?
He probably didn't have nothing.
Isn't he a cop?
Yes, where is it?
Aren't they Carrie?
Tingling your fingers or feet or neck?
Taylor, can you walk?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, can you get your
Now
shoes
she not
on?
on meth, so is she just
Right,
crazy?
it's not meth that did it. Meth took her to another
That's
level.
the devil.
Meth took her to another
205
level.
monitor. We're moving to
She
second
did away
floor.
with her boyfriend or husband. She looked like she okay right there. She don't have no drugs.
You all right?
She don't have no problem. So meth mixed with mental and spiritual problems, you are dangerous.
How do we even know it was mental? That could just all be the
We
devil.
don't know. That's what I'm saying. One or the other. Meth with mental concerns, meth with depression, meth with some spiritual problems. Either way, the scenario is scary, right?
Yeah.
That's scary.
Wendy said, so she gave up her own flesh and blood. ML Foxworth said, that is not Sherri's eggs. Oh, so that wasn't Sherri's eggs, ML?
You sure?
Oh, we got to look that up, y'all.
Or was that just his sperm? Why is
So
she
we got to
paying
look
child
that
support
up.
then?
So why is she paying child support?
If that's not her egg, that don't make sense.
So we got to look that up, y'all. So write that
You
down.
gonna come at me to pay something and it's not my egg?
We got to look that up.
But he's not my husband no more either.
Right. So why would she have to pay child support?
That's why I thought it was her eggs. That she froze them or something.
We'll see. ML saying that wasn't her eggs, so we'll see.
Okay.
All right, y'all. We'll look that up. I thought it was her eggs.
Okay.
Okay. Here's y'all. We just got through talking about
Damar?
No, about God and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Ex-NFL star Adrian Peterson maintains Damar Hamlin's Super Bowl jacket was disrespectful and sorry for the tone. You know the jacket he wore, right? Well, first, who don't know him? All right, y'all don't know who Damar Hamlin is. Mm-hmm. That's the football player whose heart stopped when he was playing, mm-hmm. and everybody was praying. Remember, you made a big deal about how everybody was praying.
Responders came out, and
you was making a big deal about it, regardless of religion. Everybody came together and was praying and huddled and was praying. And then when he went to the hospital, his heart stopped again, mm-hmm. and prayer warriors and people was praying, and people was saying the name of Jesus and all this other stuff. Okay. Former NFL star Adrian Peterson said Monday he spoke with Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin after he ridiculed the player for wearing a jacket featuring Jesus at the Super Bowl. So it was a jacket that Damar had on that it made like a cartoonish look of Jesus. Okay. It was kind of like, if you was to look at it, it looked like it was making fun of Jesus. Okay. Cartoonish kind of Jesus, looking kind of weird looking.
So a illustration, but he was looking weird looking. Oh, like funny face or
like
sagging
evil, or his face was whatever.
Do you see the shirt?
I'll show it to you. Okay. So Adrian went on and he went off on him and said that he shouldn't have wore that because people didn't praise you through and everything, and then here you are showing up.
Didn't get it approved by Pastor Tosh or Tiffany.
Oh, Tiffany should have. Well, according to Tiffany, Damar is not a Christian.
Oh, that's right.
He shouldn't have had a heart attack playing in the first place.
You know what?
But anyway, move the table. Mm-hmm. Peterson initially wrote on Instagram that it was blasphemous for Hamlin to wear that getup, mm-hmm. which featured what appeared to be an image of Jesus Christ. Oh, her getting this popcorn. Mm-hmm. Appeared to be an image of Jesus Christ on his left breast and a message on his right side, which read, "Without end or beginning, there is no day and there is no night." On the back of his jacket, it read, "Eternal with Jesus on the cross."
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. So he didn't like that jacket.
Why he has to be on the cross?
That's
because he's not on the cross no more.
He said, so Adrian spoke to Damar after that.
Okay.
He said, I spoke with Damar and we were able to discuss our thoughts as men. I want to be clear. I'm the last person to judge anyone.
Like,
And that was
Tiffany.
never my intention, Peterson wrote. However, I do feel as if the jacket was disrespectful and it was something that I needed to share. I do realize everyone makes mistakes and falls short at times. So again, my intention was never to judge, just to share my opinion. I don't think he judged. That was what we were talking about, the difference. I don't think he ever said anything about him being a Christian or anything. He just said, I thought that was disrespectful to wear a jacket like that after everybody done prayed you through.
Yeah.
Damar, I have respect and love for you, and I wish you nothing but the best, but I just can't rock with that jacket.
Let me see the jacket.
We'll get there. It's a build-up. I
We
apologize for
already there,
offending
'cause
you,
we talking
and I
about-
just felt offended in that moment as a man who loves and respects our Lord and Savior. After speaking with Damar, I have understanding that it didn't come from a place of ill intent. Hamlin appeared at the Super Bowl on Sunday night and helped honor the medical professionals at the University of Cincinnati Medical Center who saved his life. So this is the front of the jacket. This has the words that they said, and this is supposed to be a face of Jesus.
I can't see it, so
We'll close. It'll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So let me see. Well, let me see if there's a better picture of it. So this is a story you didn't follow at all, because they was talking about this jacket all yesterday.
I saw him wearing something, but I don't know. I didn't really get a good look at it.
The Jesus jacket. Type the word Jack. Oh, here it is. Okay, so here's the back of it. Him on the cross. Here's a close-up. See? His face is all messed up.
Eternal.
Eternal.
Well, because he was beaten. He was beaten real bad. They couldn't even probably recognize his face.
Turn him into a cartoon character. Maybe. Is that what you think? That's what he was going into?
A real image of him beat up like that we wouldn't want to look at it.
Right.
And what's that on the side? That's something else?
That's the wording that he was saying.
No, the other side.
That's his face close up. The close up cartoon look.
I think the one thing is I didn't take offense to it. I just thought it was not good.
It's just an ugly jacket.
The person who created it wasn't. There's artists that are out there who do very well illustration and drawings. Like one of our sorority sisters' daughter, she does drawings like that where a person is crying and they look like sad, and you can see the face, how her style. So that person's style to me maybe is more kiddie-ish. It didn't look like it wasn't a good depiction of Jesus in the way that it was. But I didn't take to the offense as much as this man did.
That's what Damara said. It wasn't meant to.
Why are you wearing that, man? That looks ugly. I don't know what you're thinking.
I think he was trying to be artistic.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And it was just bad art.
And I think that the reason why I don't agree with Adrian in this sense, what is Jesus supposed to look like? If he wore a jacket with Jesus with dreadlocks, people would be mad.
Yeah.
If he wore a jacket with Jesus with blue eyes and long hair, people would be mad.
I'm thinking
if he wore a picture with Jesus with afro, people would be mad.
But my question is even to Adrian, and I'm sure he just stated that he's a man of faith. What difference does it make? Why are you talking about the man's jacket anyway?
Yeah, it didn't matter.
You're supposed to be giving a news report on sports.
But I don't think that he was judging like Pastor Tiffany
no.
was.
He didn't say
he
wasn't
didn't
a
say
Christian.
He didn't. Yeah, he just said I think it's poor taste. I don't think it's nothing wrong. So that's why I brought this story up, because I felt like there's, in my opinion, I don't think it's anything wrong with people saying what they think.
But here's another thing. Yeah, you're right. Because the way he came across.
And people were saying he was judging. That's not judging to me. Saying my opinion is not judging.
Why would you say you can look at it on both ends. How is that disrespectful?
Well, because if you making Jesus look like a cartoon character.
How is that disrespectful?
With a messed up looking face.
Who is that disrespectful to?
He's saying that Jesus is the reason why you alive.
And do you think Jesus is sitting there going,
he could care less.
You just insulted me.
No, he could care less.
That's not a good photo of myself.
No, he doesn't care.
Okay.
And especially if Damar wasn't wearing it like that. If he was wearing it like, let me spit in the face of Jesus. All y'all people who said Jesus did this. Hey, this is my Jesus right here. This cartoon character. If he would have did that, then you would be like, that's totally disrespectful.
Especially in the black church and the black people when it comes to Christians.
But I think he was trying to be artistic.
Yeah.
And I think
it
that
didn't go over well to me the way it
some
looked.
people are going to be offended by it, but that's what I was saying. Wherever way you wear it, somebody going to be offended. Mm-hmm. Anywhere you wear Jesus, somebody going to be offended.
What about people that wear the cross and it's in places that's sexual?
See?
That's disrespectful wearing that cross on your top of your boobs.
But they do that all the time.
You know,
people do that all the time.
Your boobs are sticking out like this, and there's a cross right there in the middle.
Or around your leg, you have on a mini skirt, and you wear the crucifix on your thigh.
We can choose what's disrespectful, and like when now what was disrespectful that she got really bashed for years ago was when Sinead O'Connell tore the picture of the Pope.
But that's not Jesus. That's the Pope.
I know, and that's how they got mad at that. So think about it if it was a picture of Jesus.
Yeah.
She ripped a picture of Jesus.
That's what I'm saying. Now, if he would have came on the field and put a picture of Jesus up and ripped it in half, then everybody would have been like, what's going on with you, DeMar?
No, you don't like him anymore?
So, you know the controversy that's going around DeMar, right?
No.
Some people don't think, first of all, there's conspiracy people that don't think that's really him. They think the real DeMar died.
You're kidding.
And the Super Bowl, the NFL is just throwing this guy out to make people feel like there's some superhero story.
His family say something?
Well, then that's the other thing too. They think the family is in on, they don't think he really was hurt that bad. And that the NFL is paying his family and him to act like he was really hurt that bad and that he got healed. Because people don't understand why he's up from a heart situation so fast.
That's why he has
How
Jesus
come people
on his
don't
jacket.
believe in healings, don't they?
They don't.
So if God, and we keep asking God for miracles. People keep saying, God, we want to see miracles like you did back in the Bible.
Yeah.
If he really did start doing miracles, people on social media, people would say you're a clone.
Yes.
You are
It's
not
a
real.
hoax.
You are an alien.
That's of the devil.
Or the devil or something.
Something negative to disprove it.
Where the guy was blind on Monday and Tuesday he could see.
Because doctors there's doctors who have witnessed miracles. They like, I know I saw that tumor there yesterday on the thing. Look at it. Here's the tumor.
Exactly.
Here's your today's thing, and it's not showing it anymore.
So why can't it just be a miracle?
No. There's no such thing as miracles. That tumor dissolved because of the food that he ate. It causes the acid to retain, and it ate up the tumor. That's what it was. They'll try to explain it away.
Well, Emerald says it's in poor taste, but I wouldn't give it any more attention. That's what I say.
Thank you. Yeah, poor taste.
They gave him more attention by talking about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Adrian, I don't know if he had a purpose for that.
No,
to put it
well,
out
speaking of aliens and crazy stuff going on,
yeah.
Did you know a piece of the sun broke off?
Was that part of the something?
Nobody's talking about that. But nobody's talking about the sun. Part of the sun breaks off, and it stuns scientists. They're curious about this.
Yeah. That makes you kind of wonder now and be a little nervous or concerned.
I think do you think that we just live in a world where it's like how we said the stuff being shot out the sky and all these mass shootings? Do you think everybody's just numb now? I think everybody's just numb. It's like, what else? Oh, there was some aliens walking down the streets on Washington. Yeah. All right, well. When is the Academy Awards coming on? It's like nobody cares about anything anymore.
I don't know. You maybe it's preparing man to be. If man is acting the way you're saying, it almost because I always wonder when the rapture takes place.
Nobody's gonna care.
Those of us who believe in the rapture. What will be going on in our social media and
nobody will care.
The conspiracy theories.
You know what they'll say? They'll say aliens came.
Something.
And then life will move on. They'll say we've already been visited by them all these years.
Maybe the family members of those who've been talking about it go, my grandmother said that this was going to happen.
No, they're coming to
no, I'm saying
study the people who believe in Jesus.
But that's the ones who believe that. There are going to be some ones that's going to say, my grandmother or my mama, my brother always told me about this rapture thing, and it took place.
Well, that's to be those ones. Remember
and
that movie?
Be scared. I'll be scared.
Remember that movie? I wish they all been ready. I don't know if y'all remember that movie. They used to play it all the time.
That movie made me cry.
To scare everybody into becoming Christians.
When the rapture took place.
Yeah, and then the girl was running around. It was chopping hands off.
A ball was rolling. There was no kid there playing anymore. It was a car was just running with nobody in it.
So it'll be the ones that like believe that they'll be the people running because they say they supposed to be the ones that's supposed to believe in Jesus.
After the rapture, you don't want to be left behind, though, for the tribulations and all of that. Those of us,
but it's stuff like this that people is like
they're numb.
You can see it coming because I can see people being numb to everything, or explaining it away.
Yeah, explaining it away.
The aliens came and they got all the people who are born again Christians.
They're called
and
themselves.
They want to study them.
Yeah, they on some planet.
So scientists were left baffled after material broke off of the sun's surface and created a tornado-like swirl around its northern pole. The remarkable phenomenon was caught by NASA on the James Webb Space Telescope and tweeted by Dr. Timothy Scove, whatever his name is, a space weather forecaster. Talk about polar vortex, she wrote last week. Material from a northern prominence just broke away from the main filament and is now circulating in a massive polar vortex around the north pole of our star. Implications for understanding the sun's atmospheric dynamics above 55 cannot be overstated.
Wow. It's a lot going on with our Earth and even the sun and the moon. Stars, meteorites, a lot of stuff that's happening. Like you're saying, I don't know if people taking things serious. They think because there's a conspiracy theory on some stuff. We don't trust the government. We don't trust. Here's the thing that was concerning me too, you guys, and I may be kind of digging deep on this. Mm-hmm. They were showing one of those commercials during the Super Bowl. That camera, was it the Galaxy? Whatever camera that is where you can delete people behind you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
That scares me. I don't know why, for some reason, because you
can make up any picture.
Yes.
You can put somebody in a picture. You can take away somebody from the picture. That
concerns me because a lot of times we use photographs to prove we were there.
So it doesn't matter. So now if somebody comes and says, well, Trump, I literally have a picture of you manhandling that woman. No, you don't.
There was no woman in his arms.
And then you show your picture, and then he show his that there's nothing there. That means you put me in that picture.
That alarms me because if you can do all of that, it's almost like Photoshop. Photoshop something out. Photoshop something in. You create a background. You would buy it yourself. Now you got two people. They go, I wasn't with you on that cruise. How am I behind you in this cruise? Mm-hmm. I photoshopped you in. I don't like cameras like that, and that concerns me. But I digress. I just thought about, like you said, people with conspiracy theories, don't trust the government. How do we know that's not a made-up photo of Denzel doing something crazy?
Experts have observed the solar projections fairly often, such as last year's solar flares that threatened to impact Earth. Such projections could disrupt GPS systems, power grids,
and even radio signals.
Yeah. Y'all, how many times do I have to say this?
That grid is a threat to our
I know
grid.
Everybody think I'm crazy because I'm a prepper. I keep trying to tell y'all the power grid. Now a scientist is telling you that
there's some
it could these type of anomalies can threaten our the solar system. It can threaten our GPS system.
It impacts the Earth.
It impacts our grids, our radio signals, all of that.
Yep.
But that's okay. When is the Oscars coming on? That's all everybody care about.
You know what? Or the Super Bowl.
When is Super Bowl?
Rihanna gonna be singing? Oh, I'm gonna tune in. They said that was the largest audience. Watching her. Doing
more people watched her than watched the actual Super Bowl.
The game. Yes. So that's where our minds are. A little shiny object. Go over here and look.
So nobody
as the pieces of the sun hit your Earth.
Your car.
You busy looking at a reality show. Some man beating up.
Helen, what was that went through the roof of our car? Oh, that was that piece of sun that Kim and Lenore was talking about that kind of shot up. It finally came down.
It came down on top of our car, though. Oh, do we have insurance? I mean, just stupid. Go ahead.
Or no, Helen, what was that piece that came down on the neighbor's car? See, it's not their car.
Okay.
It's the neighbor's car, so nobody cares.
They can still watch
Helen,
the
can
show.
they putting the fire out? Can you close the window?
Yeah,
Helen.
I don't feel like them looking inside while we're watching.
Trying to watch the Oscars.
Okay. Yeah, we're becoming numb.
Emerald says Raquel Welch passed away. Yeah, my mother told me that.
Yeah, she told us.
Raquel Welch.
Well, she in her 90s, right?
Oh God, how old was Raquel Welch, y'all?
82.
82.
Oh, 82. She wasn't that old.
Dang, she screamed that out from I told
82.
you. 82. She told us to talk about that. So Raquel Welch, we was going to mention it.
Yeah.
Raquel Welch
she
did
was
pass away.
hot in her days, boy. I remember that.
Raquel Welch is a good looking
She
woman.
was a nice looking woman.
And you know, I
And
watched
Sophia Loren.
And you know, I watched Seinfeld. So the episode she was on there with Kramer, and about her now moving her arms when she's on stage, and she got mad and beat up Kramer and all kind of stuff. Very good, very good. I love Raquel Welch. She was a good one.
Okay.
Wendy says 2 women will be in the garden planting and 1 will disappear. Oh, the rapture.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine you planting in the garden and 1 person disappear?
I'll be scared. If I'm not going to,
Yeah.
because I would know pretty much, my mind would go right away on what that.
Now, what if you the person that think you a born again believer and you not the one that disappeared?
I'm like, Lord, I'm ready.
No,
I'm
but
ready.
would you think that was that? When you say that couldn't have been the rapture, because I'm
supposed to
I would be in the
See?
See? Would you be like, obviously that's not the rapture.
Right.
Because I would have been in there. I don't know what that was.
Stay smart.
See, so it's always gonna go back to an alien. You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
If the ones is left that says,
I don't even want to talk about
you
that.
know,
Oh.
Pastor Tiffany, she'll do a whole message. That wasn't the rapture.
Right.
Beyonce will disappear. Oh, no, that wasn't the rapture.
No. And
Okay.
I'm still here.
And I'm still here. Okay.
Go ahead.
And it could be. And you still here.
Oh. No.
Matthew says there's always a digital footprint. True, for the picture. If you mess with a picture or something,
Yeah.
you can always go back to the original
Yeah.
because you can't get rid of that digital footprint.
But
But
what if
it just means that. But here's the thing,
they're
Matthew.
trying to get rid of
A
it,
marathon.
right?
I'm sorry, I said Matthew. Marathon.
Uh-huh.
No one cares about the truth. A lie can travel 5 times around the world, and then you put out the truth, and nobody will hear it.
Like, sure, they'll think the truth is made up.
So as long as you have that, that's what Lenore's saying. It's scary to have that camera because if you put out a lie, it's gonna go around the world 5 times before it's that digital footprint. Here's my digital footprint. I found it. I was never in that picture. No, 5 people look at that.
She's
the
lying.
millions of
She's
people
just trying to get out of
Yeah.
it, whatever.
Wendy says experts can tell if something's been tampered with. Yeah, that's kind of what we're saying. But again, by the time they figure that out, the lie's gone. Gladys Mae West. What's going on with that? Gladys Mae West. What does that mean, Wendy? Okay. All right. So that's it for that one.
Wow, piece of sun.
A piece of the sun.
That's scary.
The 10 highest paid entertainers in the world.
Wow.
Tyler
this is
Perry was
according
on
to
there.
what? Forbes?
Forbes magazine. It pays to be famous. Just dropped the list of the 10 highest paid entertainers in the world. Music icon Taylor Swift is only woman on the list.
You're kidding.
And she joins fellow Soto acts Bad Bunny. He made so much money last year.
Because of his representation as well.
I think because he's Latino
Yes.
and they looking for a superstar.
Yes.
Sting and
Wow.
bands the Rolling Stones and Genesis.
Wow. The top 10?
They in there.
There's 10 of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here they are right here. 88 million. That looks like Bad Bunny. This looks like Taylor Swift. 90.
The only female.
The only female. Who is that?
Wow.
That's probably some band person that we can't recognize.
These are entertainers, right?
That's Rolling Stones. What's his name? Mick Jagger.
Mick Jagger.
I look at Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt is up there. Good for you. Who is this behind
this?
them?
That's probably one of those groups that they said they don't look alike no more.
No, they're older.
But look at where Tyler Perry is.
Tyler Perry, the only black.
Now, how come they didn't say he the only black? They said Taylor Swift was the only woman.
Well, they didn't want to keep.
It's Black History Month.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You should say
What's
Tyler.
his name? The only Latino, right?
Yeah, Bad Bunny.
Latinos on there.
Bad Bunny, you're right.
Wow. Okay.
Tyler Perry,
What's the number
175 million. Police dude,
What's the number 1?
210. That's what's his name? Phil Collins, ain't it?
No.
Who is that?
Who's number 1? Born in the USA. That ain't
All right, here we
USA.
go. Bad Bunny. Now we can see the names.
Okay.
Taylor Swift. Oh, James Cameron.
Cameron.
From that movie, probably Avatar.
Okay.
Mick Jagger, we said.
Okay.
Brad Pitt, we said. He is so fine.
Yeah, he's a handsome man.
Brad Pitt ain't never gonna.
I like him. He and George Clooney.
How would you like to be a guy that everybody wants?
That's
All
why
women.
what's the name? And it was cracking on him saying Brad Pitt's my husband.
Black women, white women, Asian women, Latino women.
If you on that list of anybody, any color woman want you. Like even
Men,
Idris.
women.
When you the top, like Idris and Brad and George Clooney and everybody, no matter what race, they like you.
Dang, he still look good.
Okay.
Brad Pitt look good, don't he?
Yes.
And he on the list.
I didn't realize he was that rich.
100 million.
That's good. Good for him. So he don't need what's her name? She probably he got more money than her then, because she ain't make the list.
Oh, he sold the majority of his
James
company
Brooks
Plan
and
B.
Matt.
That was James Brooks.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it. 105.
From FX to Disney.
Okay, Trey.
Made transitions. Oh, Trey
Parker
Parker.
and
Matt Stone.
Okay.
Okay, South Park.
Okay.
Dang.
Wow.
Tyler Perry.
Good for you, Tyler.
I love
I'm
Tyler
proud
Perry.
of Tyler.
I
yes.
love Tyler Perry.
He's doing a lot.
And he's the type
the
of
only
person.
thing I suggest is some of your shows, try to get better actors.
Better writers, too.
Well, writers, yeah. But actors a good actor can even do a
You
bad
know what?
writing.
He tries to give people who don't have they've never
I know.
done anything.
I know.
So a lot of people start off on there.
I know.
But
I'm not a fan of beginner actors.
Yeah.
That's not good.
yeah.
Because there are some beginner actors who haven't been doing this for a long time, but that gift is just like, wow.
Yeah. But I like Tyler Perry. People say he's a very good person in real life.
Down to earth.
He gives a lot of money to a lot of causes and don't say nothing, so people don't know. A lot of people say they love working for him. He has a
good
pays
foundation.
people.
I think that helps.
He pays people, like gives them good checks, not try to swindle you out of money and stuff. So I think God's gonna continue to bless him.
That's good. Yeah.
Tyler
He's
Perry.
planted some good seeds.
Sting.
I didn't know Sting.
Is
was-
he ever not gonna make
do-
no money?
He's doing a lot of what's the word where he does work in the field with the different things that come up. What do you call those people? Where they help out in situations.
Okay, look like he
whatever
sold
word that
his
is.
music
Oh,
to Universal Music
his
Group.
music
That's what that
catalog.
300 million.
Okay.
He probably did the same thing. Genesis. Phil
It's
Collins.
that's QB Doll. One more night.
Again, catalog.
One more
See,
night.
this year is going to be a lot of hip hop people because they made a lot of big deals selling these catalogs.
Oh, his daughter's an actress, I think. Studio.
So that's how a lot of them are making their money.
Oh,
They selling they catalogs and stuff.
okay. And this is according to Forbes.
Yeah, I mean, Forbes is right. Forbes is pretty accurate.
We'll see.
Let's see.
You in the three figures for $100 million.
Wendy said I always get her mixed up with Sophia Loren. Oh, Raquel Welch.
Raquel Welch. They are kind of similar. They
Yeah.
both have their backgrounds are Italian too, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
Wendy says Gladys Mae West, a black woman, invented the GPS.
See, and Whoopi said on today's View when they were giving an update on the Black History moment, she says, "See, Florida, this is information that we want the kids to be taught.
Oh.
Don't think it's all slavery and massa and you own this property and this much.
Because I didn't know that.
It's history and everything we've done and imparted in this
So
country.
there you guys go. There's a Black History moment.
Thank you.
Thanks, Wendy. Gladys Mae West, a black woman, invented the GPS.
I didn't even know.
Emerald says Burt Baccarat just passed away. Oh yeah, he died too.
Oh, that's right.
That's Dionne
He
Warwick.
was married to her,
Yeah,
wasn't he?
yeah.
At one time?
Yeah, Burt Baccarat.
You know
Burt Baccarat died too. Yeah. With Dionne Warwick?
He used to be with Dionne Warwick. He wrote a lot for her. Do you know the way to San Jose?
Yeah.
La 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 la.
All right, okay. He loves singing. That's all the songs.
Yes.
All right. Wendy says Tyler Perry does not let other writers write for him. That's the problem.
He should.
He writes everything himself and refuses to allow anyone to write for him.
He should.
That's the problem.
Come on now, Tyler. Step out.
But you know what? There's nothing we can do, y'all. The man is right here. He makes over $100-some million a year. He owns a studio. He has all the money in the world. We like peons coming to him saying,
maybe
Tyler,
people,
can somebody else write for you?
I think maybe people in the industry, once they start, after a while, he'll probably get people to say, hey, Tyler, I want to write for you. Hey, Tyler, can I write for you?
I don't think he trusts anybody to.
No, I'm thinking there's not nobody at that level yet. I'm sure there's people out there that he will trust. Young writers. Mm-hmm. Maybe he'll open the door for young writers because he wants to encourage young people. So we'll see. We got to pray him through that one.
Wendy says he was married to the actress Angie Dickerson. They had one child. Oh, Burt Baccarat?
Yeah.
Oh, he was married to Angie Dickerson.
She had that TV show.
Yeah. Police woman?
Yeah.
Police. We showing our age, y'all. Mm-hmm. And she was a sex symbol.
Yeah.
Angie Dickerson.
Yep.
All right, let's see here. These are your pictures. Okay.
So you at the
I'm at the donkey of the day.
Got the donkey.
All right, perfect timing. You always want to know who Charlemagne the God's donkey of the day is.
Yes.
Today's donkey of the day, what's Emerald says, plus he supplies jobs for a lot of black actors. Yeah, Tyler Perry, definitely.
He does.
We all love Tyler.
For a lot of them.
We love Tyler.
That was just my only suggestion, is that.
But he won't listen. The man makes millions and millions.
I know, but that's why some of the shows I don't watch, because the acting is so bad.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh God, is he mad? Is he trying to show anger?
Yeah.
That's not working.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's your donkey of the day. Per Charlemagne from Breakfast Club. Key West businessman shoots and kills an unarmed man urinating on the building.
Boy, everybody got their little guns and just all willy-nilly.
A Key West business owner was arrested after he shot and killed an unarmed man urinating on the side of the building early Monday morning, according to Monroe County's top prosecutor. Lloyd Preston Brewer III, 57. Again, and they always challenged Seinfeld. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Okay. I have to watch the episode. I can't remember.
Just shot Garrett Hughes, 21-year-old dude, just before 12:30 a.m. outside the Searstown Shopping Center along North Roosevelt Boulevard Center, where he was pronounced dead, according to the police. Now, this guy lied, and he said that he was in an altercation with this young man, and then that's how he pulled out his gun,
Okay.
But surveillance cameras show
that
the guy was urinating, and he came up. He didn't like the fact he was urinating. He shot him.
Well, outside though, he was
urinating on his building.
That's his building.
Apparently, that's his building.
Like he lives in that building.
No, he owns it. It's a bar or something.
Oh wow, dude, what were you drinking? Were you on meth?
Now I agree. I, like everyone else, don't like going out and smearing urine, smelling urine.
Yes.
But you don't do that.
You don't take a life, or he didn't take his life, though. He
took his life.
Oh, took a life because he didn't like the fact that he urinated on his building. Y'all, I don't know. Now you got to go to jail. You done took somebody's life for something silly like that.
Booked on second-degree murder charged and weapon charge.
Yes. Yeah, he's a donkey.
Somebody said that's a whole new level of senselessness.
Yes,
that's a senseless killing.
Don't make no sense. You're right.
Because the guy was urinating on his building.
Right. There's more things. There's so many things that happen on this earth, in this city, and where you live, that people probably would say that's where you need to focus on and try to make it better, but not for somebody who's just urinating on your building.
That's why he did it. For a lot of black actors. And Wendy says the family that prays together was the most professional movie Tyler ever did.
Yes, amen. Because of who he had in there.
Because the actors, yeah.
When you got a good group of actors, even if you blend in the ones who are not so good or needs to better themselves, that hopefully will help them get to the level of their acting.
Shanquilla Robinson.
Right,
I know you
Mexico.
sent some stuff, Wendy, but we need like what's the I want to see somebody get pulled in and arrested. Then we'll crack the story
After
and talk
the
about
charges
it
and see how the Nancy Grace is keeping up with that, right?
Yeah, and then Tiffany. The
What's going on with
MSNBC.
There's enough time for
Wendy
NAACP
said a
and
thing.
everybody
I
to
guess
get
people
involved.
got petitions going out for her to get her job
But she
back.
either want her job back. That's the thing too.
Yeah.
I don't want to fight for somebody who feel like just I don't like how I was let go, but I don't want to work back there.
Will Sherri Shepherd apologize and invite Monique and her bald head husband to come talk?
I don't know.
Daddy. Is Daddy and Monique gonna come?
Would there be a part 2 to this?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, there'll be a part 2. Because now that you can't just say something about Monique. Now it's war to war. The war
She'll
to war.
come back at you. You saw how she and Dale Hughley.
What else? I told you to write down something. It was something else she was supposed to write
Well,
down.
we haven't heard from Kanye.
Oh, Sherri Shepherd. Is Sherri Shepherd's, was that her eggs?
Yeah. Who was it that said that they were not
I would have
hers?
to go back up. But yeah.
I want to know if they're not hers, what law is saying she has to pay?
Why would she have to pay child support for eggs that's not even hers?
That's California, right? That's
I don't
some
know.
crazy laws in California.
So those are the things that we're gonna look up. If y'all have anything else, just let us know. Send it to our inbox that you guys want us to look at. You have anything else?
No.
All right, y'all. Emerald says, I am tired of Monique being angry angry all the time. That's what I'm saying. It's always something.
Now that's an example of an angry black woman.
Of course she would be a serial killer in a movie. And of course she would be Precious' mom. I want to see her play a nice housewife that brings over apple pies to neighbors with a pleasant smile, and everyone loves her.
She'll make that character mean.
So,
okay.
Emerald says, thank you, ladies. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Make sure you like, because the computer sees nothing else but just like. It's a stupid computer. YouTube. They gave us, they sent a thing saying, because you get strikes if copyright or whatever. They sent one that said you get a strike for a joke, one of the jokes we put up, and then they had to come back and take it down.
Why did we get a strike with
the computer?
Was it some word in there?
It's some word or something.
Was it a sexual
I don't
word?
know. It's just a stupid computer. He makes mistakes sometime, or she, or whatever it is.
No.
So make sure you like, because the computer doesn't see anything but likes.
Okay.
And subscribe though to our new channel, Woods Relax Sleep Sounds.
Okay.
All right.
And always believe.
And that was.
Enough.
Go up one. What happened, Wendy? Go up one. Oh, yeah, we talked about that. The Family That Prays was the best movie.
And I said, when he has movies like that with, what's her name? Katie. What's her name? That played in Clybourne.
Oh, Kathy
Bates.
Yeah.
And what's her name? Alfred and all that.
Yeah.
He does well when he sticks with really good actors.
Good actors, yeah.
But I know he does try to give, like you're saying, new actors an opportunity. And that's good.
What's the ones to go up? You must be on a lag, Wendy. Because it says go up 2. I went up 2. The Family That Prays. Bert was married to Angie Dickerson. And they had one child. Tyler Perry does not let other writers write for him. What am I missing? Gladys Mae West, black woman invented the GPS. We talked about that. Sophia Loren, you get her mixed up.
Maybe it's a lag.
It must be a lag. Experts can tell if something's been tampered. There's some message that's retracted. The computer got you. It's not showing it. It just says message retracted. The computer must have got you. Because he'll strike out stuff too.
Really?
If you have a certain word, the computer will take it out and we won't see what it says. It just says message retracted.
That's not good if computers is ruling now.
Yeah. Well, they're going to take over the world, so be ready. Okay. All right, y'all. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, always believe. And that was another Woods Report. See you later.